Today I'm reviewing the Skytech Gaming Azure 3 Plus desktop PC with an AMD Ryzen 7 7800x3D, NVIDIA RTX 5070T 16GB GPU, 32GB DDR5 5600 RAM, and a 1TB Gen4 NVMe SSD inside an 850W Gold ATX 3 power supply. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've spent meaningful time using this system for real gaming sessions, creative workflows, and everyday productivity over the past several weeks. These impressions come from how it actually performs in daily scenarios, not just from specs on paper. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a small office PC or entry-level rig. It's engineered as a capable desktop for gamers who want strong performance at 1440p, good responsiveness for everyday use, and a foundation that doesn't feel constrained out of the box. In real-world gaming at 1440p, this combination of the Ryzen 7 7800x3D and RTX 5070T delivers a noticeable step up compared with more modest builds. Competitive titles like Valorant, Fortnite, and CS2 run at high frame rates with smooth, stable pacing on high settings without frequent dips. Heavier AAA games stay comfortably playable on high settings with room to adjust visuals upward if you want more detail. That stability and predictability matter. You're less often fine-tuning settings and more often immersed in play. At 1080p, the system clearly has headroom. Frame rates feel fluid and consistent, and you can comfortably run background apps, music, chat, browsers, alongside gaming without the system feeling bogged down. That everyday responsiveness shows up more than you might expect once you use the PC beyond a few benchmark runs. Thermals and acoustics are practical for this performance tier. Under extended load, the 360mm AIO cooler holds the Ryzen 7's temperatures in a controlled range without thermal throttling. Fans do spin up. This isn't whisper-quiet hardware, but they maintain a measured, consistent profile rather than jumping into sudden spikes that pull attention away from gameplay. In light desktop use, acoustics settle into a background hum that's easy to ignore. Memory and storage behavior play into real-life smoothness. With 32GB of DDR5 5600 RAM, heavy multitasking across creative tools, background services, and Chrome tabs feels fluid. There isn't a moment where you hit a hard slowdown switching between tasks. The 1TB Gen4 NVMe SSD makes boot times and game loads brisk. You'll feel it if you install a broad library of large titles, but 1TB is a sensible starting point for most users. Build quality and usability strike a practical balance. The internal layout doesn't feel cramped, and Skytech's cable management out of the box is tidy. That makes upgrades, whether adding storage, new cooling, or future GPU enhancements, feel accessible rather than fiddly. Now let's be honest about limitations. Even though the RTX 5070T performs well in its class, this configuration isn't chasing ultra-high refresh 4K performance across every title. If your core priority is maximum detail and high refresh at 4K resolution without compromises, that's typically a different GPU tier. The Azure 3 Plus is tuned more toward 1440p excellence with strong results at 1080p. Also, desktop fans under load are noticeable, not distracting, but not silent either. That's a common trade-off with performance desktops that aren't specifically built for silent operation. So who does this make sense for? If your priority is strong, reliable 1440p gaming performance, smooth, responsive everyday use, a system that stays stable under sustained load, clear upgrade pathways for memory or storage, then this Skytech Gaming Azure 3 Plus delivers that balance in a purposeful way. If your chief goal is chasing the very highest 4K performance or whisper-quiet operation under max load, those are areas where more specialized configs are worth evaluating. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.